It is what it is. Big Billy.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick.
Real. I can't even call it corner pocket. Niggas in they feelings out of pocket. Smith & Wesson on me, Dallas Cowboy. And I'm with my dog, down boy. All my homies ball on superstar mode. Set this bitch on fire without charcoal. We on God's time, this shit borrowed. Shoot this brick by brick by brick by brick by brick like narcos. And it's still 50 over 5-0. I check every mirror, Johnny Bravo.
Yo, this is Jayson Lyric, and you're now tuned in to FreshTalkz.
Sir, man, I have the Cashmere Don in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Real.
We really like celebrating, it's like, you know, your anniversary, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we celebrate.
I got my guy, you know, Jayson Lyric in the building, I appreciate you.
Hey, you already know, you already know.
So, you know, give me a rundown of, you know, where you from.
Man, so I grew up in two households, my mom and my pops. My pops stayed in Oak Cliff and BFL, and my mom was pretty much everywhere, Pleasant Grove and Oak Cliff. You know, off Corinth, as far as Pleasant Grove, we stayed in Shadow Glen. Elementaries, I went to San Jacinto, Edna Row. I guess forward to middle school, I went to, I went to Maynard Jackson.
Okay.
Across from Maceo, RIP to Maynard Jackson, because they ain't there no more. And from Maynard Jackson, I went to Atwell. I was supposed to go to Lincoln. I went to Lincoln orientation, but we stayed by Roosevelt, off Peru Street, so that's how I ended up going to Roosevelt. From Roosevelt, man. Huh?
You weren't trying to go there?
No, like I say, I was between two households, and me and my mom's, we moved a lot. So my daddy forever stayed in BFL, and then my mom's, we moved a lot. So at the time I was with her when I was going to Roosevelt, because like I said, we stayed off Corinth. And then we ended up moving to Arlington.
Yeah.
So that's how I ended up going to Arlington Lamar. Then we moved to Grand Prairie, ended up going to South Grand Prairie. And then my pops ended up getting a house in Cedar Hill. He still got the house in BFL, but he rented it out to somebody. And so I moved back with my pops in Cedar Hill. That's how I ended up going to Cedar Hill High School.
So you graduated from?
So I graduated from, but then somewhere in between there, I ended up in Nebraska, because that's where my mama is originally from. So I went to school in Nebraska my junior year. Came back to live with my pops in Cedar Hill. Graduated from Cedar Hill. So a lot of people might say, oh, you went to Cedar Hill. Yeah, I graduated there. So I went there 1 year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So was it high school, bro, when you started, you know, getting into music? Or just probably like a little bit afterwards?
So middle school, around 12, 13 is when I was like inspired to start writing my own songs. But high school is when I first got in the studio.
Okay.
And that's when I really like took it serious. Like I wanted to like, that's when everybody wanted to be Wayne. You know what I'm saying? That's when he was dropping the prefix, suffix. Yeah. And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I even started out rapping like Wayne.
Yeah.
But that's when I took it serious in high school. That was like freshman year, sophomore year, and shit.
Okay.
So that's just like some childhood, you know what I mean? To go back a little farther, I grew up in a household of 8 with my mom. It was 8 of us.
Okay.
And then my pops, you know, my stepmom and me.
Okay.
So just imagine, like, grew up with 6 girls in a household. And so that's, yeah. We didn't want to bore y'all with all that, but that's just for like the Dallas people that want to know.
Nah, for sure, I appreciate that. Yes, sir. So, man, like, I want to get into the Cashmere Don, man. Like I said, it's been a year, you know what I'm saying, celebrating that year project, man. Like, take me into that album, man. How did it come about?
Man, so my only goal with projects is to make sure people call them classics.
Right.
And so when you think of a classic album, you think of timeless.
Right.
So when I think of timeless, I think of vintage. I think of my Pop 69 Charger, you know what I'm saying, that's at today's value is more than it was then. Right. And so I wanted to do like an album that felt vintage that felt like, I don't know, it represented like the time, I don't know, like the 90s, 80s, but it also was modern at the same time. So goat is where I got the Cashmere Don from, because Cashmere comes from goat. You know what I'm saying?
From the previous project.
Which is from the previous project, because you know my nickname Billy Goat.
Okay.
So it's a play of words.
How you get that name, Billy Goat?
Billy Goat. So my homie David Impey, you know what I'm saying? He with this crew called Billy Gang. Yeah. And I remember one time he was like, I should be down with them. And I was like, you know, I was doing my in-house thing, NHP strong, but David's my man, so I was like, shit, okay, I'll be affiliated, but if I'm gonna be a Billy, I'm gonna be a Billy Goat. I'm gonna be the greatest Billy. Okay. So I kind of just ran with that, bro, and I just stuck with it, bro. Ended up becoming the whole album. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Billy Gang. Yeah, shout out Billy Gang, shout out David, you know what I mean? That's what's up, bro. Yeah, that project dope too. Appreciate it. Remember what year they come? When you released Billy Goat? Yeah. 2018. 2018. Okay. And so back to Cashmere Don, bro, I just wanted something like that had that vintage feel. Right. So that's why No Edits was the single, because it felt like you was listening to a vinyl. Like we literally got vinyl scratches at the beginning of the record. Right. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. So, bro, Choir Boy, bro, like on the album, that's like probably one of my favorite songs on there. Yeah. Choir Boy. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. And the intro, the production on the intro, crazy. Yeah. What production you got on there? So the intro, shout out to Capion Bond. We hadn't worked in like 3 years, man. I just got back up with him, and he sent me some records. That one was one of it, but it was like the record was too slow for me, and I didn't really like the pitch. Yeah. So we had a session, me, him, October, Sir Tim, he played the keys, and like we pitched the record up. We sped it up. That record, Drake got 10 for 10. Like I just liked the drum pattern on there. Boom, boom, yeah. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And at first, October was like, man, it's too simple. And I was like, man, but that shit make my head nod. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about that bounce. You know what I'm saying? So we agreed to do that. And then, man, I'm a fan of Ross. I'm a fan of luxury rap and just luxury sounds. So October added the chimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because October used to be with Rick Ross. Right. He was signed to Maybach Music. Sir Tim added the keys. Yeah. And then that was pretty much it. Behind the scenes on yeah, man, I'm there like I say, I'm like, let's use this drum pattern. Oh, okay. Let's change the pitch. Yeah, let's speed it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Man, we need Sir Tim to take it to that Rick Ross just incredible level, you know what I'm saying? Right. And you know, and Just Blaze, he'll dope producer too. Yeah, man, I would still rap over Just Blaze beats to this day. I know like everybody's into like the modern, I don't know, 808s and then kick, but I still love that live drum feel. You know what I'm saying? So I go back and forth with October on that. He don't want to use it. I'll be like, man, with this shit, like Lord Knows is one of my favorite songs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then one of my favorite beats as well. Drake and Ross. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's for me, it's just because that snare, like, you know what I'm saying? It just, so for me, man, them are classic records to me. Yeah. Timeless records. Like, you can play them at any time and they never get old. And this would take me, you said luxury rap, so they're taking me to the song No Edits. Mm-hmm. That's like luxury feel to me. Yeah, for me, that's like sexy. Yeah. Women gonna love you for it. You know what I'm saying? You could really just be on some Don shit with that. Like, what made you come up with that song? Man, shit. Sometimes I be forgetting how I write these records because I write all day, every day. But man, that song, it's like, it's a vibe. Yeah. It give you a story, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like even the visuals start out like. So No Edits, I originally wrote that to 2 other beats prior to that, but the songs never came out. And with me, I'm all about shit. I want to use that verse, that hook, because it was solid. I just ain't found the right beat for it. And so, man, October sent me No Edits, the beat, probably 6-7 months prior to me even using it. I passed on it, but I'm always the type like I know I can skip over beats if it's not like, because everything is timing. It's like I didn't feel that way at the time if I wasn't in that mood. So I just went back through like old beats I got and no edits. I was like, damn, I was sleeping on that joint, bro. That whole, you know, it just come on so smooth. And so, man, I went through my raps. I found the no edits joint and I put it to it. And then from there, I just like, it just took off by itself. You know what I'm saying? As far as like using the life skit, as far as you know, the line when I say she looking like a thigh and a biscuit, you know what I mean? She looking like someone at a picnic. You know what I'm saying? It just like, it started running away, and it's just like, man, that's how it usually happen, bro. It's like you never really know, bro. Like for me, it's just the words start flowing. It's like, damn, that's perfect.
Yeah. Why it's so important to be like creative when it comes to videos, like visuals?
I mean, that's what visuals is about. Like, you know, bringing the record to life. You can't do that with like, you know, generic ideas. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can keep it simple. But for the most part, you want to take people on a journey. You mean, like, just think about like your favorite movies and your favorite TV shows. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of thought put into like the visual of it, or the vision, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta think of it in that way, bro. Like, you want people,
like when it comes to your music, like you feel like
you want to paint that picture for people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to paint that picture, bro. Like,
sure.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. Man, so how you feel about, you know, Dallas music scene right now?
For me, it's the most like respect it's ever had as far as like the outside world. I feel like people are getting into their creative bags overall. I feel like when I first got into the Dallas scene, nobody appreciated like an artist that was from down the street, or, you know what I'm saying, or to go to local shows. You know, it's like nobody took us serious. But now you see like the artists that's popping out here, like it's like, damn, this shit really could happen. You know what I mean? So right, so shout out to all the artists that's breaking through to that next level, getting on these bigger platforms, repping Dallas, whether you from Tarrant County or whatever it may be, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a good look for the city overall.
Yeah. So how do you feel about, like, do you feel like it's important to be signed, like, or to have a label?
No, the labels are going extinct, and if you know anything about the industry, you know what I mean. Like, labels are going extinct, bro. But it's important to like broker them big deals. Like I was telling you earlier, it's important to get some type of big distribution behind you. Yeah. It's important to like, you know, have like some real management behind you, because that's the things that matter. But you know, why you need a label for when you can literally upload your own music, put it out, own 100% of your masters, make 100% back. You know what I'm saying? If you can fund your own videos, your own production, we do our own mixing and mastering and all that, because that's what the label gonna provide for you. Outside of connections, don't get me wrong, but that's where you gotta get out there and do that groundwork. Right. But if you can provide all that for yourself, you know. Yeah, I mean, social media changed the game. Like, it evened the playing field. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Damn, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like the projects you putting out, bro, like, I feel like it's a go. Like, it's been took out. You know?
Yeah.
But I know you just like independent. You know
right. And for me, man, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't understand marketing till recently. I didn't put as much effort into the marketing as I was putting into the projects. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be the same push, the same money invested. It gotta be like the same time, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way it should really work. You know, you think about any brand, Allstate still run commercials, you know what I'm saying? Even though they Allstate, you know what I'm saying? State Farm, you know, you still gonna see those ads, because, you know, you think about it, if they still gotta run like ads and stuff, then what you think you gotta do? You know what I mean? You gotta do it on another level too.
Yeah.
So.
All right, man. So let's get into Push Man Live. You know what I'm saying?
Push Man Live.
birthday suit featuring you. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Push.
So
Shout out Push. Man, Push been showing me love like since I got in, like way back then. I remember, you know, the whole We Work movement and when he was going by Lil Live. So I think it was just, it was overdue. I kept running into him in different spots and he was like, yo, I got something for you. So he reached out recently and we did that record together with the Lauryn Hill sample.
Yeah.
And you know, for me, it's nothing to talk to women on records. Like that's what my go-to.
Man, I like how you broke down like the different designers.
Yeah.
Wordplay crazy, bro.
Appreciate it.
Do you feel like you go harder like on features than your own songs?
That's a good question. Because man, I literally will write my features 10 minutes, bro. Like no lie. Like, and I just because like. I don't know, I guess because I already have an idea, I already have a direction I'm going with, the concept is there, I just got to add to it. When I'm writing my own music, I'm like, okay, where am I going with this?
Yeah.
And so it's easier for me to do features, bro. Like I knock them out, like for no problem.
Man, that's what's up, bro. Man, so let's get into the new music, man. What's coming up?
Oh man, it's crazy we doing this because Friday I'm dropping a new single called Last Dance.
Okay.
And I'm also dropping a second single called Corner Pocket.
Same day?
Same day. So if you like really been following me, like even last year, I usually drop something that has like that crossover commercial feel, and then I'll drop something that like the streets can like, you know, relate to.
Right.
So last year I did No Edits and Key to the City. This year I'm doing Last Dance and then Corner Pocket.
So you expecting like a visual for one of these?
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? If it's not the official video, it'll be some type of visual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I got coming like literally Friday. That's gonna be my first rollouts.
Okay.
Last Dance produced by G.I. and K. Gray. And October and Unknown Sounds produced Corner Pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's coming for the Brick by Brick 4 project.
Yeah. Which is coming in November, right?
It's coming in November 13th. Movie for real. Movie for real.
Man, what's the energy like? What's the energy on the project, bro? Brick by brick, like I'm thinking some, 808s, you know.
Right.
So you coming with this?
So you talking about as far as sound?
Like production, yeah.
Grimy.
You say grimy?
Grimy. When I think of energy, I just think of a lot of energy. Like, you know what I mean? The tempos of the beat a little more faster. You know, I might do a little more shit talking, you know what I'm saying? Because with my albums, like I was telling you earlier, like I be pretty chill with them, you know what I'm saying? I really want to take you on like a ride through the album and all that type of stuff. But when it comes to the Brick by Bricks, I have fun with it.
Yeah.
So man, I mean, but it's gonna be records on there for the women. Like, I mean, it's gonna be crossover records. It's gonna be.
Any features on it?
Yes, we got features, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind spilling some. I got DJ Chose on one.
Okay.
So you already know.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like some party shit. And I say the others.
Okay.
I say the others.
Man, that's crazy. That's what's up, brother. That's been worth the wait for sure.
No. Appreciate it. And so what I ain't dropped since last September. And I drop every Friday the 13th. So that's the next Friday the 13th coming up.
Man, like, how are you in the studio? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
by myself.
On a good day. How many songs you feel like you can knock out?
I feel like the most I've done that I can remember is 10 in one day.
Okay. Yeah.
And that probably like a 3-hour span.
So, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like you got some songs you feel like you can put out like for projects if you wanted to?
Yeah, for sure. Because when I go to the studio, everything's already written. I'm just going there to record.
Yeah.
Like, I like to write in the privacy of my home and get those thoughts out. So when I go to the studio, man, there's no words. October, my engineer, he say, what you working on? And like that. And then, so I already know what I'm gonna say. I'm not in the studio chilling, like writing and smoking and chilling with people, you know what I'm saying? I just go there strictly to record.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself. Just me and October.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. So why is rap important to you? The way you deliver it seems like you treat that like a baby, you know what I'm saying?
Because it is my baby, you know what I'm saying? And my mama always said, nobody gonna treat your baby like you. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, it's my purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's what I'm good at. know what I'm saying? You know how you be like, damn, I'm good at this shit. This shit just comes easy. I'm good at it. So like, shit, why not do it? Why not take it to the next level, see if I can master it? You know what I mean? It's just, and like, so my mom's is a songwriter. My dad is a songwriter. They both was like organists for different churches. So they both was, my whole childhood, I would come home and they working on music, they write music. And so I feel like that kind of just like, without me even knowing, it was just like, you know, being instilled in me. Yeah. And then I just did it in my own genre, which is hip hop.
Yeah. So that's why we got songs like Choir Boy?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why you got songs like Choir Boy, and then special occasions, like I love organs. Like October tell you all the time, you know, we'll get done with a beat or whatnot, or he'll have a beat and I'll be like, man, let me hear some organs on there. So it's organs in the intro, Yellow Brick Road. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's soul, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gotta put some soul.
It's hard to choose, my bad. I mean,
no, you good.
To choose like your favorite like Jayson Lyric song. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. It's how it should be. Like, like you know when you got that.
Like it's no song you can say it's trash.
Right, you got that top 10 movie list, and you're like, man, I love this movie, but I love this movie too.
So how Oak Cliff Baby come about?
Man, I literally made Oak Cliff Baby like 2 weeks before Cashmere dropped.
I seen like you did like a live like video. I seen.
You might be referring to For Oak Cliff.
For Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
I say Oak Cliff Baby. No, that was For Oak Cliff.
For Oak Cliff. Yeah, I did the live performance with them for their back to school festival. Yeah, that was pretty live because for me it was like the first time performing with a live band like once COVID hit, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, of course that slowed down everything. But it just felt good to be back in like performance mode, you know what I mean? Just having a live band behind me.
Did it affect you a lot?
Huh?
Did it affect you a lot?
Nah, not at all. I'm naturally a loner, bro. So like, I liked it my peace. You know what I'm saying? Right. And as far as like, it gave me time to get ready for this next project as well, and just be out the way and just get in my creative space. But nah, you know, I'm a full-time artist, so you know what I'm saying. I'm already working for myself. Right. So yeah.
Man, like on the Cashmere Don, like which song right now you feel like it took you like a while to like finish it? You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like the intro took you a while to do?
Nah, not at all. When I think of a while,
or like just a way you want to like just master the craft on it, you know what I mean?
Maybe the very last song. I can't even think of the title. It's like the hidden song on the album. It was not top 5 interlude, but it comes in right after that. Because I just didn't know how I wanted to attack the second part. But man, I had so many versions with no edits, like as far as mixing. That's what really takes the longest for me. Like not creating the song, but just getting the mix right. Right. So yeah, because I mean, when we went back and forth for maybe like a month or 2 just on the mix, like it didn't sound like the original when I recorded it, or you know, drums too loud, whatever. Re-recording stuff, you know what I'm saying, just to get the mix right. You know, that's usually what take like the longest as far as process.
Right. So dude, I know we spoke on this earlier, like you want to see Cashmere Don like sequel?
No.
See they going there, like
right. Nah.
You know what how Wayne did the Carters and
yeah. Right. Now only sequels I would do is the Brick by Bricks. As far as the albums, bro, I feel like for that point in time, like that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you think of Cashmere Don, you're gonna think back to 2019. You know what I'm saying? I want that to be like what Cashmere Don was. But at the same time, that's why I started doing the deluxe editions, because people want more. Even though it was 14 songs on there, people want more. They want to see like, oh damn, what else Cashmere Don got to offer? Or what's the songs that ain't make the cut? Because you gotta think, I'm making like 30, 40 records. They all don't make the cut. So
how long it take you to choose?
So I'm kind of like.
And do you come with your best on every song? So 30 songs?
No, and that's why they don't make it. You know, I tell people all the time, I make trash ass songs. I just don't release them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just don't put them out to the world. But as far as Cashmere Don, like I get rid of the records as I'm making more songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? a better song that fills that same void or has that same energy or concept, melodics, and I'll be like, okay, this is better than that, so squash that. You know what I'm saying? So I eliminate it as I go. Okay. So when I get to the end, then the only thing I'm doing is choosing order. You know what I'm saying? And even then, at the end of the albums, I kind of already know where songs gonna fit. You know what I'm saying? When I made Yellow Brick Road, I was like, okay, that's the intro.
You said like you didn't want to go over 13, like right. 14 was pushing it.
Right, 14 was pushing it. Because in today's music, man, like the attention span is so short, like people will literally skip through an album just because it has so many songs, or just because it's not like an EP or whatever, just because, you know, their mind is elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, if I could, I would keep every project to underneath 10 songs, but I know I can't do my core fans like that, you know, people that have been waiting for a whole year. When you give us 10 songs, I ain't gonna do the game like that, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
I feel about artists like Drake, like, you know what I'm saying, releasing like double projects, like they're like double albums.
Drake can do it, but at the same time, I didn't like it as a consumer because I feel like he had fillers on there. I feel like fillers as far as like songs that he just threw on there because they were decent, they were good, or whatever, he made them. But like, man, if you, even Scorpion, if you, for me, as an artist, if I arrange that better and take out some of them filler songs, so I think it was like 22 tracks, it could have potentially, for me, been a classic in my opinion, but it just had way too many songs, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's why he did a double disc, but again, he can do that. Chris Brown could drop 45 songs. Because, you know what I'm saying, they already at that status, but like, you know, at the level that we on, you know, we want to like, hey, this is what I got. Pay attention to this song. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, I'll give you more.
I don't feel like you're gonna like a record level, like for his music.
Right. But I'm just saying, to a stranger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody like, here, man, this such and such, you got 22 songs on there. You're gonna be like, you know, man, I listen to 1 through 4. I might come back, even if it's good, just because you like, there's other people I could be listening to, my favorite artists, but I just feel like as something new, you don't want to like OD on it, you know what I'm saying? You want to like give people samples and then come back and give them more.
Right. Man, what visual you feel like was the best out of Duck Duck Goose and, man, what's the name of the other song? Big Cash.
Big Cash. As far as quality, Big Cash, but I love the concept for Duck Duck Goose because that's where I get the whole Friday the 13th and the whole Jayson with the mask, and it was Halloween when I released it, so we shot it at like at a museum that had the Halloween theme going on. So I mean, I think Duck Duck Goose is just a classic video in the concept in itself, and it just represents Jayson at the end of the day.
Right. Okay. That's dope, bro. Yeah. All right, man, let's get into fatherhood, man.
Fatherhood, yeah.
Let's see, you know, you have a little girl.
Right.
Yeah. 10-year-old girl.
Yeah, shout out my daughter, man, 10 years old, 5th grade. Yeah. My twin, I call her Junior. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's just crazy, like, we low-key clones. You know what I'm saying? We like clones of clones of clones. You think about it, bro, you probably look just like your pops. You know what I'm saying? We really like human cloning going on. Right. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? She looked just like me. She got like personality like me, you know, characteristics. She like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like seeing myself, but in like a woman form.
How she feel about you doing music? Is she into that or?
Yeah, she loved music. Actually, I play all my music for her just to see, you know, what she like. And I ask her, would you make a TikTok video to this? Yeah. And she was like, no. You know, I'd be like, you know, which song you like most? And you know, for kids, they like their energy. They like something that's gonna make them dance. Right. And honestly, that's how I chose my single for Billy Goat. Cause you know, it's rare that she like raps along with my songs, just because she don't want to big head me. Like, she just like me, bro. She don't want to like gas me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when I played Vibe, she knew the words right away. And for a kid that's like 8, 7 years old, if they know the words, you got something, because the youth run like the music, you know what I'm saying, industry. Like, they don't want getting your streams up on YouTube, etc. Yeah. So, yeah, Yeah, man. She a fan.
That's what's up.
She a fan.
That's dope. Them babies, man, especially daughters, man, they change as a man.
Is it? I actually performed at her school last year.
Really?
Yeah, for the Black History program.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Her teacher had her reach out to me. And so that was a dope experience. You know, and I'm sure like her classmates probably went crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine when you was in elementary and your pops came and just might have performed at your school, everybody would have been like, damn, that's your dad, you know what I'm saying? So,
This was going hard, like,
yeah, so it was cool, bro.
That's what's up, bro. Damn. You see yourself having more kids?
Yeah, man, I need a little boy to carry that crown for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should have a son to carry that last name. And you know what I'm saying, just somebody you can grow up and really like, really just like coach him to be like a man, you know what I'm saying? And just to, you know, provide for his family, et cetera, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want that feeling, you know, to know I did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To know I helped repopulate the world, you know, with another king.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
100. Man, let the people know where they can follow you, bro.
Hey, man, at JaysonLyric, that's Jayson Lyric, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? JaysonLyric.com. You know what I'm saying? You'll know. If you tuned in, you know where to find me, man.
Yeah. If y'all haven't checked that Cashmere Don, man, please, Apple Music, everywhere, go stream it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir. You already know. Fresh.
Welcome to the FreshTalkz. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.